Yo, what's up guys? My name is Kiro SA and I'm back again with another sample. Before we start, you already know it's advert time. My brand new mini sample pack titled Something Nice is out. It's a 70s inspired R&B soul sample pack, and if you are interested, the link is in the description of this video, as well as all my other links to my other sample packs. And now, with that said, let's get back to business. So for this sample, I started with a E-piano from Zenology, which plays the chord progression, and it sounds like this. So the key of this sample is C major, and the two main chords I have is the 2 chord going to the 1 chord, and the 2 chord is a D minor 9, and the 1 chord is a C major 9. And before I break down these chords even further, I want to tell you about polychords, because it plays a role in this chord progression. And in simple terms, a polychord is when you combine 2 separate chords together to form one complex chord. And in this case, I took a D minor triad chord, which gives us the notes D, F and A. I then combined this D minor chord with another minor triad, which is A minor, and A minor gives us the notes A, C, E. And when you combine those 2 different chords, the answer equals to D minor 9. So D minor and A minor, when they are combined, they give you D minor 9. And how I voiced this chord is I started with the 3rd and the 5th. I then followed with the 7th and the root, and I ended with the 9th. And to get the second chord, the C major 9, I combined 2 major triad chords, which are C major as well as G major. And how I voiced this chord is very similar to the first chord, because I wanted the chord progression to sound smooth. And anyway, I started with the 5th and the 7th. I then followed with the root and the 9th. I then ended with the 3rd. And to refresh your ears again, these 2 chords sound like this. I then also added 2 passing chords, and the first passing chord is a E diminished 7 chord voiced in root position. So I started with the root and the 3rd. I then followed with the 5th and the 7th, and I ended with the root note again. And the second passing chord is a C dominant 7 chord, and I voiced it starting with the 3rd and the 5th. I then followed with the minor 7th and the root note. I then ended with the 5th again. After that, before I move on, let me play you the 2 passing chords so you can hear them in context, and they sound like this. And after that I made a 80's drum pattern with one-shot drums, and it sounds like this. I then added a bass from Xenology, and the bass sounds like this. I then layered the E-piano with bells from Xenology, and the bells sound like this. The last instruments I added is a Wurlitzer from D50 VST, as well as a bell also from D50 VST, and lastly a jazz guitar also from D50 VST, and they are playing the melody, and together they sound like this. And for the master section, I added a Pro L2 limiter to boost the volume. And with that said, let me play you the final sample, and the final sample sounds like this.